In this session, we talk about the concept of size reduction and discuss some operating principles of a set of size reduction equipment. Now, as the term says, the size reduction is the process of reducing the particle size to get some finer products. Now, different ways to cut or break particles are included within the domain of size reduction. It's also referred to as what is called this comminution and grinding. When the particles are reduced by mechanical means, the process is often called milling. So if you go to the mining industry, you will hear the term milling a lot, because typically the size reduction technique applied in the mining industry are mechanical, and those are termed as the milling process. Now, why is size reduction needed? First, the raw materials can be of large size toolers to be used in a particular operation, so it needs to be reduced. For example, the crude ore needed to be crushed to get in workable size. Sometimes the product that you needs really very specific sizes. For example, some synthetic chemicals needed to be in the powder form. Some plastics may be needed in terms of cubes or diamonds, depending on the use of the products. In some cases, we need to reduce the particle size to increase the specific surface area. These are important. For example, when you have a catalyst and the catalytic activity depends on the surface area, so you may need to increase the surface area to increase its activity. For mixing different solids, if the particles are of uniform size, then their mixing can be easier. So in that case, we may need to reduce the size of the particles. Sometimes the size reduction is used to separation of unwanted ingredients, and for many cases, for easier handling or waste disposal, size reduction is needed. So from pharmaceuticals to food to mining to chemicals, all process industries may need some sort of size reduction, either to prepare the feed material, to increase the activity of the catalysts, or for some sort of separation, size reduction is needed. Now, it's important that if you don't do size reduction, there will be some other issues cause operational problems. So it impacts the flow properties. Depending on the size, the flow will depend on the size. The how we can compact solids depends on their size. The dissolution or suspension properties also depend on size. Also, for aerosol, size is very important, because that will determine how far the aerosol can move or how long it can be as the aerosol form before falling onto a surface. So often this particle size is used as quality indicator. Also, like the many product quality will depend on the size. Say for example, for the paint industry, the appearance and gloss will depend on the size of the particles. For the food industry, so for example, the cocoa powder, depending on the size of the particles, its flavor will depend. Again, for the paint industry, when you're using the reflective paint on the highway, if the particles are not of a particular size, it will not show its design property. Also, like hydration rate or the strength of the cement, it depends on the size of the particles. So to obtain some quality of a material, you need to have the proper particle sizes. Other examples of properties of dye filling powder or adsorption rate of pharmaceutical products or the appearance of cosmetics all depends on the